Hey, everybody, and welcome to my in5 series where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. I have been continuing to experiment with the Woovebox and the M8 and trying to figure out what the Midi in versus Midi out and needing to have a ground loop isolator looks like or needs. So right now I've got audio out to audio in. There's no ground loop isolator here. It's just a straight cable. And I've got the MIDI in, and this is currently configured as MIDI out. And if I play, we are perfectly fine. Like, I'm not getting any ground loop noise or anything else. In fact, I can turn this up. Maybe I'm getting a little bit. I mean, I'm definitely like amplifying everything quite a lot now. It's not coming from the USB here on the iPad. So we're getting like a little bit. I can barely hear it in my headphones. And I probably wouldn't normally play this loud. But we can see we're getting MIDI sent from the chord track over here. So it's coming out MIDI. It's getting it. We're getting the value. You see a C3, D sharp 3. It's technically playing a chord, so it's kind of like you might be able to notice it flipping a little bit there, but we're sending MIDI over. Maybe it's cleaner to do bass. So we can see that we're sending MIDI, and we don't need any ground loop isolator. I'm just curious if I take this out and put something in, like, I suspect it's the noise I'm hearing is more from the, yeah, it's probably the M8, just because we got this cranked so loud. I usually don't go to FE. So I don't think that we don't need the noise isolator in this configuration. So if you're using the Woovebox as you'd expect, which is the normal configuration of out MIDI or in MIDI audio, audio out to audio in and MIDI in to MIDI out here. We don't need anything fancy for this to work. It just works, which is nice. I'll drop that a little so I just don't hear in my headphones the noise. Now, on the flip side, if I come in, I'm just going to disconnect this for the moment because we're going to reconfigure everything. But if I hold down button 9 and turn it on, this puts it into this note, or this input jack is now configured as a MIDI in. And the problem that we get is if I go switch this to MIDI out and plug this to MIDI in, you might be able to hear this a little bit more. There actually is like a pitched noise, and you can see as we're sending like clock or something, we're getting this like tick, and that does not stop. Like otherwise, like if I turn it off, like it'll go away. But like I want the input in so we can monitor what's going on. So I'm gonna put it back up, and you can see I can play the notes. You can still hear that like click. And if I come, let's go look. So we're currently not playing anything. I just turned it on. So it's like it's sending some kind of a message. If I go turn Launchpad Pro off, I think that stops. My suspicion is that the Launchpad Pro setting here, it's just that the M8 is sending out a note or some kind of MIDI message saying like, hey, are you there, Launchpad Pro? And we don't have it hooked up. It's not part of this setup and configuration. So if you're going to use the Woovebox in general, you might want to make sure you're going to use it connected over your TRS MIDI ins and outs on the M8. You might just want that setting off anyway. But otherwise, I think it's like you can hear like there's that tick. If I come in and go back here, you can hear like as it's sending the gate on and off, we're getting like this note on, note off. So it's not actually generating any kind of audio. And the only way I've been able to fix this, and I've done this in a previous video, was plugging in a noise ground loop isolator. And now you can see, instead of getting that click, it plays just fine. And even from here, like if I go back and turn on Control Surface Launchpad Pro, it does not do anything for the ticks or anything else. Like it just works fine. So I don't know if there's maybe something going on with the outputs. I mean, I know MIDI out also provides a little bit of power. It's possible that the power that's coming in from the M8 that is sending power may be somehow disrupting this MIDI in. I have played around with this with other devices as well and get the exact same problem. So like the MPC that's under here, the Woovebox gets the same behavior where I need to put a ground loop isolator in place. So basically the point of this video is if you have like other control stuff, surface stuff from the M8 going, you may decide you want to turn that off because it may be disrupting with like other gear or interacting with other gear anyway, which you can see here. But the Woovebox, for whatever reason, needs this. Now, you may think, hey, if there's a power issue from the MIDI over here, let's just come out and switch this. So why don't we put the ground loop isolator on to the MIDI out. You go MIDI in, and you're gonna. I'm just want to show you. This does not seem to help at all. So we got the input here. I can play, and we're not getting the ticks, which is good. But if I come back to this, I can tell I'm sending the note. We can see it, but it's not getting over here. So the ground loop isolator in this case is basically breaking the connection. So I don't know if this helps anybody, but if folks are having some connection issues or things they're trying to figure out with the Woovebox with other gear and you want the MIDI in to work, I suspect you're going to have to put a ground loop isolator on just about anything on your audio output to get it to work. I haven't really tried it yet with trying to also figure out, do we need a ground loop isolator also on the audio output going in? It seems like you'd create a feedback loop, so I don't know that you would do that anyway, but I'll probably find some time to play around with that once I ordered some more ground loop isolators to play around with. So I can do some more experiments, but beyond that, at the moment, can't do it. So yeah, hope this helps folks out. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.